Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a personal best, hopefully, a speed run of Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. And of course, I'm playing on Nintendo Switch, and I'm using the Super Nintendo Classic controller for the Nintendo Switch. Really good, fun controller. This is going to be a long video, by the way. So definitely get some popcorn, get a soda, and before I hit the start button, make sure you tap that like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm, helps out this channel grow, and it doesn't cost you anything. Super easy, just that's it. Alright, so we'll start a new game from scratch, and I am, again, like my last couple of speedrun videos, I am not a pro speedrunner, so I'm just going to kind of play it casually, but it's kind of like my personal best strategy that I do here. So, and it'll kind of be a tutorial. So if you need like a basic speedrun tutorial, where if you're not a pro at the game, it's a good watch. I'll try to talk out loud as I'm thinking as best I can. Character name. You know what? I am still fighting that post-COVID recovery from about a, let's see, God, it is middle of March as I record, so about almost a month and a half ago now. So we'll name Link COVID. Last couple of days, my cough has actually almost gone away, but it did that a couple weeks ago too, and then kind of came back a little bit. Kind of comes and goes, and it's really, really mild. It's not that bad, but you can tell it's a cough from being sick, and it's supposed to take, it could take up to a couple months. And usually when I do like a speed run of this, a lot of the pros that play this, they'll play like the Japanese version of the game. I actually have a Japanese copy of the game on Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom, I should say. So I'm going to skip that chest, because the first three chests you come across, whatever first one you'll open will give you the lamp. So I don't really need to grab that chest. Just going to go straight to the castle. But I guess I could change the region on the Switch and play the Japanese copy that way, but nah, we're not going to do that. Fall down this little hole here. I remember first playing this. I didn't own this game until way later, actually, when I had a Super Nintendo. I basically rented it a couple times, borrowed it from a friend. That's about it. But eventually, I picked up a used copy for pretty cheap and had the game. I didn't play it regularly over and over again until about a year ago. To where now that I'm actually like familiar with the game, like every time I play the game, you'd be like, "Oh, I haven't played it after 3 or 4 years. I'll play it again." And then I pretty much had to replay the game over again because I didn't remember where everything was. I mean, I kind of had a vague memory, but now I can play through the game. I got a pretty good memory of where everything's at. That, and I play the randomizers so many freaking times. So definitely check out the randomizer if you haven't played it. And the Super Nintendo emulators on the Nintendo Switch are very well done. Whether you play in portable mode, whether you play with the Pro Controller or the Joy-Cons or this guy here. Okay, we don't need that chest. It's just a map in that chest. I'm going to kind of zigzag through here. If you notice, it's almost like a stealth action game. Like when the soldiers see you, that's when they attack you. So we're just kind of playing the Metal Gear strategy there. If you think about it, I mean, you're killing soldiers that are basically mind-controlled by Ganon or Aghanim or whoever, because they're not really bad soldiers, they're just mind-controlled. So you're basically, like, killing these soldiers who are actually good people in cold blood. So Link is a cold-blooded murderer. Get the boomerang. Got the good sword spin in there. Also, because this is a good long video, don't be surprised if I pause it and take a couple breaks or something like that. We'll see how long I last. And we got the big guy here. I'm just gonna swipe. Oh, dang it. You can usually swipe him a bunch of times and swipe through the ball and chain. Since we screwed that up, we'll just kill him with 2 pots. And we save the princess. Game over. Yay. Because it didn't open up the other chests, this one will contain the lamp. So my cat Mako woke me up early this morning, so I only got about 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Couldn't go back to sleep, so I decided to go to Subway for breakfast, get a BLT sub. If you ever wake up earlier than you're supposed to and you need something good for breakfast, get a BLT sub from Subway. Something about a BLT sub from Subway real early is really good. Like if you got a Subway that's open 24 hours or something like that. But now she's nice and calm. The hard part about my cat is when she's rambunctious, she likes to jump on the stove, which I'm really trying to break her of that habit. She's pretty good at telling when the stove is on or not, but it's still not a good habit you want your pet to be in. So yeah, this game didn't come out during launch of the Super Nintendo, but it did come out a little bit later, so it was kind of within that ballpark. But this is probably, I would say this is probably the best of the entire Zelda series. Just because the game still holds up today so well. I mean, all the 2D games, the indie games, and all that kind of stuff, the gameplay, the layout, the exploration, all that stuff, it still holds up. I mean, you can still play. I mean, you can have someone who's never played any retro games at all, who's more into like the newer stuff, play this and still get a really good experience. I mean, a lot of the Super Nintendo games are like that, how well they're held up. Going through the castle sewers. No Ninja Turtles in there. Should be one of these guys should hold the key. Oh, there. Oh, probably this guy. There we go. You just have to open the door here. Pull this switch. You don't want to pull the other switch because it'll rain bombs. Kind of gives you a little bit of the backstory. We don't care. We're just blazing through the game. Of course, one of the main reasons why a lot of the pro speedrunners play the Japanese copy is the text is a lot smaller. There's a lot less text. So when you're going through the text and the story and stuff, it doesn't take as long. So we're not going to the town. We're just going straight to the first dungeon. Going to the town and all that kind of stuff is not really required. If it's your first time playing, of course you will. Just kind of zigzagging around everyone as best we can. Statues take 4 hits with the regular sword. This guy right here, you can just kind of just go right by him. This guy can sometimes be a pain. We'll just stun him with a boomerang. And into the first dungeon. And they re-released this game on the Game Boy Advance. And the Game Boy Advance version of this game is really good. It's actually got some differences, though. Just some slight differences. But it's a really good game. It's actually one of the reasons I picked up a Game Boy Advance. So we're going to grab some rupees just for marathon safety here. Actually, not marathon, but just for speedrun safety. Video game capture safety. There we go. We'll put it that way. Because there will be some things where we need money. Let's see. I think if we go that way, it's just a compass or a map or something. So we're just going to go this way here. I almost have to rethink where to go just because I'm so used to playing the randomizers now. I believe that has a compass. So no reason to grab that. Grab some arrows, because we'll need those. Of course, that big chest has the bow. Go in this room, grab the key. This pot way back here. Of course, we got those anti-fairies, you know, the skulls with the little things around them. Once you get the magic powder, you can powder them and turn them into regular fairies. Alright, if you do this right, hit that guy. There we go. And then flip the switch without having to kill everyone. Grab the big key. And if you mess it up, just grab the 2 hearts and then go around killing everyone, and then the end of fairies will circle away from the pot there. And we will grab the bow. Bow is a very good weapon in this game. Of course, once you open the big chest, it's raining skeletons. Oop, there we go. The one on the right there has the key. And you can take him out with just one single arrow. And the switch hidden behind that guy, you can just kind of like hit it real quick and go into the door. I think these balls here are kind of a random pattern. And this guy you can only kill with the arrows. You need 2 arrow shots. And I'm going to have my sword ready. Spin sword. Now if I do this correctly... Oh, I'll go ahead and grab the money just in case. If I do this correctly... Oops. Oh, almost got it. Grab some more arrows. Because we'll need the arrows to take out these guys. You don't need the bow and arrows to take out these guys, but it's going to make it a lot simpler. And just kind of spam them. Of course, the last one will be like, holy crap. But a couple more arrows and he's gone. And just like that, got the first pendant. Alright, now we go talk to the old man, and he will give us the running boots. Or the Pegasus boots, I believe they're called. Of course, he's going to fill us with a little bit of backstory. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Just give me the boots. Starting to get cloudy outside now. It was really sunny this morning. So another reason why people play the Japanese copy is the earlier versions of the game have a couple bugs which have some really nice speedrunning strategies. Like you could start running on the stairs and actually keep your speed while moving around. You can also, if you have the hammer, you can run while holding the hammer out and destroy blocks and stuff in your path, which is kind of cool. And there's also a trick to swim in the water without needing the flippers. But of course, all that got fixed in the later versions, which is what the US version is. Oops. It's alright. I'll go into this far building over here, which I think is supposed to be a library. And just run into that, and it'll just knock things down. And we got the book. Book's needed to grab a couple spells, and of course open the entrance to the second dungeon. And this was the third Legend of Zelda game in the series. Of course, the first one was, standard top-down adventure type action, like this game is. Second one was the side-scrolling game. Very different game, but still really good, still really fun. Kind of interesting because a lot of those NES games that came out around that time, the sequels were a lot different than the originals. But it actually built up the anticipation for this game, and at least it did in my opinion, where it was a return to the style of gameplay from the first game. But if you never played the second Zelda game on NES, definitely give it a shot. It's a good game. It's one of those games where a lot of stuff is hidden. You almost need a Nintendo Power magazine at the time. Like the first Zelda game, you could play through and complete it without Nintendo Power, but the second one, it's like you kind of need a little bit of strategy guides and stuff like that. It's a little difficult. Get our key. Just gonna run all the way over the right. Open this door. Switch to the boomerang just in case we got some money we need. Like that. Oh, almost lucked out with the bowling balls there. And we got the big key. Don't need that chest, it's just a map or compass or something like that. I forget which one. I believe that one's the compass. And the one in this room, right above right there, I believe that one's the map. I may have it backwards. Alright, switch to open this door is right here. And we got the power glove. I love the power glove. It's so bad. You know, I actually got a power glove for the Nintendo, and I still have yet to try it out. I got it in a box in storage somewhere. But I didn't try it out when I got it because I didn't have the Super Glove Ball game. I think that's what the game is. The game that requires it that's actually It actually uses it pretty good. So I, box it up, put it in the storage closet. It's buried in a box somewhere. And then I picked up the game later, and I just haven't dug the Power Glove back out. Kill these guys. Ooh, there's some money. Ooh, some more money. Yeah, so I actually... I keep killing those guys out of habit. Don't really need to kill them. Just need to grab that key and go. I actually... See, I got over 200 rupees now. I actually didn't need to grab that chest in the last dungeon. But that's okay. Alright. So we need to light the lanterns to open up the wall. Got laundry going in the background. Hopefully that's not too loud. I don't have a lot of arrows, but sometimes you can hit these guys with the arrows and kill them a little quicker. Oops. It's alright. I'm not very good at quick killing these guys. They gotta be almost dead by now. There we go. Alright, got the second pendant, now on to the third. Of course, we're gonna run through the town real quick, grab a bottle or two, just for safety. Okay, grab one bottle in this little house right here in this chest. We'll grab the net. Now this guy will not give you the bug net if you're not holding a bottle. And since I got plenty of money, might as well grab another bottle too. We'll grab it from the merchant. So I live in an apartment complex. And next to my sliding glass door that I'm next to, across the yard, another apartment there, the neighbor over there has a really bad habit of standing right in front of his sliding glass door, bare-ass naked all the time. And the yard is a sidewalk there. There's always a bunch of kids there playing and stuff. Oop, I went a little too far. There's always a bunch of kids outside playing, yet this guy still stands there bare-ass naked. Last week I looked outside, there he was, schlong and everything. Yeah, we've actually complained to the apartment complex about him. But I don't have kids, so I don't care. Let the parents complain. But I glanced over and I actually see him in front of his window. He's actually wearing clothes this time. Some people are weird. Sounds like something off a TV show, off of Friends or something. Alright, so this guy, I'll give you the mirror. And the mirror is what you use to transport from the dark world back to the regular world. Because you go to your map, there's actually two worlds in this game. There's this one, and there's the other one that you transport to that has all the other dungeons. Oh, also, that cave that the old man went into, if you get damaged too much, you need some health, just go and talk to him. He'll actually heal you. So here's the portal, or one of the portals to the dark world. And because I don't have an item called the Moon Pearl, I turn into a bunny when I'm there. Don't really need the piece of heart. So yeah, that's basically part of the story. It's like any human being in the dark world, they turn into a creature of depending on how pure their heart is, or some darn thing like that. All right, grab the key. Use the mirror. Go to this room up here. Don't need that chest. That one's just a compass, I believe. Gotta wait for these floor tiles to go away. Once they all get used up, the door behind me will open. A good way to avoid them is just hold out your sword and just let them run into you. Also throw a boomerang. Oh, there goes a little kid in front of the naked neighbor's window there. Alright, grab the big key. And you can use the mirror in any dungeon to teleport you back to the entrance. Alright, we'll hit that just to trigger that so we don't have to hit the star tiles. And then we'll hit it again just to get access to some more hearts up here later. Don't really need to, but you know, a little bit of safety there. These guys can be kind of annoying. And that, I believe, is just a map. But we already know where everything is in the dungeon, so we don't really need it. Okay, so to get that chest, we hit that star tile. Opens this up, go through the top. And just in the right spot. And the Moon Pearl, when we go into the dark world, we'll be able to keep our form. So that way we can still use swords and weapons and all that stuff. And because we flip the tiles, so the orange tiles are down and the blue tiles are up, refill our hearts there. And this boss can sometimes be annoying. Basically want to of course, try to jump over them. You basically want to hit him in the tail. And if you, whatever hits you do to him are reset when you fall down. That middle one there, you definitely don't want to fall down, because then you'll fall down 2 floors. So if you do a spin attack, it does a little bit more damage and it covers a little more area. Oh, one more hit, I think. Oh God! Oh, see, and that's annoying. That's really annoying. All right, so we'll try it again. See, he's moving slow again, so all of his health resets. I think this guy's also a boss on the Game Boy game as well. Link's Awakening, which is 4th Zelda release, if I remember correctly. Oh, crap. That was a pretty good game. Of course, released on the Nintendo Switch. We have it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Drop the 3rd pendant. Or drop the heart, then the 3rd pendant. Well, clouds are going away. Might be clearing back up. Might have a sunny day again. Maybe a good day for a walk or a bicycle ride. Of course, spring break coming up. Or already done by the time I probably have this video uploaded and people watching it. So you can actually fall down kind of next to the ladder there and take a little shortcut. This cave here will take you right down to the base of the mountain. So whenever anyone asks on like a forum or social media or something like that, and they ask, what game should I play on the Nintendo Switch? What's the first Zelda game I should play? I actually, a lot of people like to say Breath of the Wild. I actually tell them this game. Play this one. Of course, the original Legend of Zelda came out on NES. I've talked about that before, but man, that was awesome when it first came out. Of course, it didn't have like the in-game map and like that and all that kind of stuff in it, but you had to rely on keeping track of what's going on in the game through like memory, graph paper, making yourself maps, stuff like that. Grab the mushroom to give to the potion lady a little bit later. Yeah, back when the first Zelda came out, there were no strategy guides or Nintendo Power or internet or anything like that yet. So the instruction booklet kind of helped you a little bit, kind of started you off. But you have like a friend from school or something like that would find stuff. You'd draw your own maps, all that kind of stuff. We'd actually hang out in the library on rainy days where we couldn't play on the playground during recess, and we would share whatever strategy guides that we may have or whatever maps that we've drawn, and actually draw our own maps and strategy guides to the game. It was pretty cool, actually. It was a lot of fun back then. Alright, so I'm going to take a shortcut by saving and quitting, and just going right back from the house. So like I said earlier, when you first start the game, It's a lantern, but it's like the first 3 chests. Because we are out of the lantern, it's actually just a rupee. Of course, we got the Master Sword. When you have your health filled up, it shoots a energy shot. A little weaker, but it's got some range. I don't know if you can see Mako behind me. She was in her bed up there earlier. I can't tell from here. She might have went to her other bed. So we are in the castle. We are going to fight Aghanim, who's supposed to be Ganon's alter ego. Or something. So you need the Master Sword to swipe that away to kill it. If you're playing a randomizer and you don't have the Master Sword, and you got the cloak, you can actually use the cloak to go through that. Alright, kill these guys to bring the chest. Oh! Ah, these guys rush me and drives me nuts. Come on! Oh! There we go. Forgot I had to kill those guys. They're not the ones that I was able to skip. Oh, this guy can skip. Yeah, guys that run towards you can sometimes be annoying when they got you trapped in there. There we go. Let's see, trying to remember the path without having to hit the torchlight. Got the eyeball bat. Grab the key. Go back the way we came a little bit. Well, a lot of kids with bicycles out today. See, it's Monday. It might be spring break this week, now that I think about it. I know it's different weeks depending on school districts. Some weeks it's mid-March, some weeks it's late March. Also, depending on grade. Now that I think about it, when I went to Subway earlier, there was a school bus picking up elementary kids. So maybe he's skipping school. Who knows? Got a magic refill. But I don't have a fire rod or anything yet, so the magic refill isn't that big of a deal yet. There we go. Grab the key. And I think we can just go straight to the door. Yep, straight to the door. Speed dash a little bit, go straight to the stairs. And he traps Link with his freeze spell while he sends Zelda to the Dark World. That's a joke there, if you didn't get it. Alright, so a good way to fight this guy here. Just hold your charge, spin. Do it from the side, that way if he doesn't do a regular energy blast, if he does like the little, that one right there, makes it easier to dodge it when you're doing it from the side. Kind of keep your distance a little bit. Oh man, not giving me good RNG. Oh, he's going to shoot the lightning. You can tell he's going to shoot the lightning when he's in the top center when he doesn't turn towards you. This is not a good boss fight. Oh, more lightning. There we go. Should be a couple more hits. I actually lost count. Ah, come on. Give me some better RNG. Oh, one more hit. I think it's one more hit. Oh, gonna shoot lightning again. There we go. Yeah, that took longer than it should have. Oh, now the old man's gonna talk to me through telepathy. Telepathy. Just smashing the A button. I'm tapping the A button like you should be tapping the like button. Actually, just hit it once, because otherwise it likes, unlikes, likes, unlikes. So don't tap the like button like I'm tapping the A button. Just tap it once. Alright, so we'll go to the first dungeon, which is all the way on the right. It's the only one we have access to so far anyway, because you can't get to the other ones without a hammer. So yeah, we are only about a third of the way into the game. Lots more stuff to explore here. And we got just enough money. This little guy's gonna beg me for 10 rupees. And he's gonna want 100 rupees to open the door. Oh, crap, I messed that up. Now he's gonna want another 10 rupees to follow me again. So we gotta kill someone to get the extra 5. That's what I get for not concentrating on the game. There we go. Alright, so we'll go to the first door on the left here. Let's see, one of these should be a heart. There we go. Grab the first key. Mirror back to the entrance. If I remember the route correctly, I can go straight and grab the key to the right. Otherwise, I can take the right door. So go up here, grab this key, and then kind of backtrack a little bit. Now, there's a faster route if you're really good at this game with a bomb trick in this dungeon that I cannot pull off. So we need the key to open this door here. And that'll give us the big key. Grab a heart. Grab another heart. Oh. Almost ruined that. And if I remember correctly, yeah, just go straight down. And some of these walls are weak enough to where you can just run into them to destroy them. You don't need the bomb. Of course, the red guys, you do need arrows. If you do that just right, you can just run up the side there and dodge all those things. That center chest, I believe it's just a compass. So grab that key. I think I messed up the route. I don't think I needed to go that way. Yeah, I messed up the route. I went the long way. I did not need to go that way. I was thinking I had the hammer already. That's alright. So when I grabbed that one key when I fell down below after grabbing the big key, I should have mirrored to the beginning and then gone up this way. But that's alright. So like I was saying earlier, there's a trick where you put a bomb right here and have it bounce you over to where that big chest is. But we'll take the long way. So you need the key. Or did I? Oh, wait. No, never mind. I didn't need that key. Okay, never mind. I got 0 keys now. And this should be... Oh, that's just bombs. There's a second one in here, down on the bottom. So yeah, when I went around that one area where I thought I needed to go, I did need to go there because I got 0 keys. So that gives me 1 key. Use the bomb in here. So if I could do the bomb skipping trick, then... Oh, losing the headset. If I can do the bomb skipping trick, then I wouldn't need to grab that 1 key where I run past the spikes and that kind of stuff. Alright, so now we can just mirror back to the beginning. Equip the bow and arrow. If we do this just right, just shoot a bow or shoot an arrow right below the chest, hit that, and just go right to the right there. I mixed up my lefts and rights again. Expose that. Push the statue on the switch. I need to put the statue onto the switch because you need to hold down the switch to hold the door open. Grab the arrows because those will come in handy up here. Shoot him in the eye with the arrow to open the door. Shoot the arrow to flip the tiles. Make sure you have a key when you go down that way because you got to open that door. These guys you can just hammer a couple times. Oh, try to hammer them both there. That kid out there is driving in circles. Alright, hammer these guys. Then on to the boss fight. Now the boss has a giant mask on, and you can either throw bombs at him or just hit him with a hammer. Whichever works for you. Oh, watch out for the fireballs here. The hard part is actually his tail. There we go. Now if he's still, just spam some arrows. That's it. And we got our first crystal. And she's going to give a backstory because they couldn't make faster scrolling text in this game, so. Basically, the backstory is there's the golden power in the golden world that Ganon went to look for and found and turned the world into the dark world and cursed it. So you need to find the 7 crystals, which are actually the 7 magical maidens. And you grab that to gain access to the castle so you can go in and beat the crap out of them. That's basically the backstory. Which is almost every Zelda game. Okay, so we're going to backtrack. Oh. Don't let me die. You know what? Just for safety, it sucked the fairy. So Nintendo made a direct sequel to this game on the 3DS called Link Between Worlds. And we actually have it, but I never got very far into it. I wish they would re-release it on the Switch. Just because I don't play video games on the go as much as I used to. Which is why the Switch is so handy, because I can just pick it up and play in dock mode on the TV. Talk to this guy. He'll give you a shovel. Then we go up here. Use our mirror to return to the regular world. And then we dig right here. If you want, you go back to the Dark World and talk to him, and triggers a little cutscene where you play the flute and you turn him into a tree, but it's not necessary. They say it's a flute, but it's actually an ocarina. Like in the N64 game, Ocarina of Time. I think the manuals and stuff called it a flute. Alright, so you play the ocarina right here in front of the bird. Almost looks like a flying platypus. So because I got the hammer, I actually have access to a Dark World portal that is up here. Also, you can run into that tree, grab some apples. An apple is basically just a heart. Go down south this way, run into that tree and grab a magic potion if you need it, which you shouldn't really need it yet. And there we are, back in the Dark World. So if we go to our Dark World map, you'll see Dungeon 2 kind of on the bottom center there, Dungeon 3 up north in the Skull Woods, and then Dungeon 4 right below me. We are actually going to do Dungeon 4 before anything else here. The reason why we're going to do that is because the Titan's Mint is in there, and that'll make things go a little bit quicker. But before we do all that, we gotta make a couple stops here. So the chest in this house gives you 300 rupees. And the chest in another house down here gives you another 300 rupees. And that will allow us to buy Zora's flippers. Okay, so we can actually... Let's say we can use the mirror, but let's try and remember the path here. I'm trying to remember if I need the quake. Yeah, I think I do need the... Actually, try and remember the path. It's been a while. Actually, okay, I remember what to do now. So we're going to mirror back into the light world. We're going to use our new ocarina. We're going to fly to spot number 8 on the bottom right corner of the map, because we also need the ice rod. We need the ice rod for one of the last dungeons. Oop, that one we need a bomb. Okay, we'll go to spot number 5. And this will give us access to another portal. And also, you can use the hammer as a weapon, which does a little bit more damage at this point. Doesn't quite have the range. But it does do a little more damage. So we want to go this way through the Dark World. And I'm sure there's a faster route. Like I said, I'm no pro at speedrunning. We go up this way. The sign there tells you what to do, or tells you not to do what we're going to do right here. Throw something in the circle of rocks, and this fish comes out and gives you the Quake Medallion. And that is needed later. Alright, now we're going to mirror to the light world. And we're going to go up north to the waterfall. Now you got to have, I believe it's 600. It's either 500 or 600 rupees. Should only be 500. And the big Zora comes out. Yeah, 500 rupees. And he gives you the flippers, because apparently Link does not know how to swim without flippers. Kind of go back the way we came here. And this little bit that I'm going to do right here is not required, but it'll help make things a little bit easier. Go into this waterfall here. At first, I'm going to throw the boomerang and get the better boomerang. Get the magical boomerang. The magical boomerang throws farther. It goes all the way across the map. And if you're playing on the GBA version, it'll also destroy bushes. And more importantly, oops, I did not want to throw in the bow and arrow. I did that too fast. Alright, we'll try that again. And we want to throw in our shield. And the reason why we want to throw the shield in is because we will get a better shield. And all those little orange, red and orange balls that are thrown at you, they're supposed to be fireballs, but they don't look like fireballs. The shield will block against them. And if we want to, just for safety, because we got 2 bottles, we'll throw a bottle in. And then I'll fill it up with magic. Not really needed, but it'll help out. And we will use our ocarina here, just to save off a little bit of seconds. And we will go to spot number 2, which is actually just right around the corner. And we will give the witch our mushroom. So to come back later. So we will go off the screen and then come back right away. That's all it takes. And then the item from the mushroom, this lady gives it to you right here. It's the magic powder. If you got enough money, if you want to buy like a potion here for your other bottle, you can. I'm not too worried about it. But if you want to, you can always take the flute back to this location and do that. The red refills your health, the green refills your magic, and the blue refills both your health and your magic. So now we've done... Oh, actually there's one more thing we need to do before this. We need to go back up to the mountain. This is pretty much knocking out all the exploration that we need to do right now. All the exploration, getting all those items that are hidden throughout the map that we need to finish the game. We're basically taking care of that right now. So all the other items that we will grab that we need for the game will be grabbed in the dungeons. Oh, clouds are coming back. I wonder if it's going to rain today. Didn't bother checking the weather. Alright, use the book, and if you got the book and the Master Sword, this will give you the Ether Medallion, or Ether. Ether or Ether, I have no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. But that is needed to get into one of the dungeons. Use the ocarina. Go back to the town. Oops. Whack the tree for some health. Come on. Oh, this guy's being a pain. There we go. So the magic powder that we picked up comes in handy because we can use that on the anti-fairies to turn them into fairies. Kind of keep our health up if we need it. We've got a fairy here already. We'll go ahead and bottle her up. That way, if we die, the fairy will bring us back to life. Okay, now we're just going to do straight up dungeons, nothing else. Actually, there is couple more items you need outside of dungeons, but we'll get to that when the time comes. So we're doing dungeon number 4. That chest that was on the right over there that we ran past, that's basically the first chest we're going to. That's it. Got the big key already. All the other chests are just like the compass and the map and all that kind of stuff. Those little things right there, they will actually turn you into like the little bunny for a little bit. If you use the powder on them before they start chasing you, you can actually turn them into a fairy. I actually found that trick out recently. I didn't know about that. Okay, I'm going to go straight up. So this room right here is actually where the boss fight is. But there's a trick to get the boss to show up. When I first played the game, when I first rented it back in the day, that's actually where I got stuck in the game. Which I will explain to you when I get to it. It's like there's a anti-fairy right there. Just powder them. Get a regular fairy. Fill her health. That I just now lost. That's alright. Go north. Alright. I did not mean to hit that another time. In fact, I gotta go back and hit it again. I screwed that up. That's okay. Lift that skull pot, flip the switch, open the door, and cross the hole. And this has some bombs if you need it. But this is actually where I got stuck in the game when I first played it. Because you need to bomb that floor tile there so the window light shines through the floor and goes into that boss room we were just at. And I didn't know this when I first played it, is you can pick up and throw the bombs. Like, I figured out the clue that when you grab the little girl to save, it's not really a little girl, it's actually the boss. And you gotta bring her into the light to transform her into the boss. So I think I came across this strategy guide and I flipped through it and I saw that and felt like an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna powder that fairy there. Go back to the hammer. Go downstairs. Hammer that guy. Hammer kills him in one hit, which is nice. Of course, the big key opens up all these little dungeons here. And this is actually the boss, but you don't know it yet. Flip this door over here, because this is where the big chest is. Have the hammer, and this is where you grab the Titan's Mitt. So this is why we do the 4th dungeon in the Dark World as soon as we can. Okay, we just kind of backtrack the way we came. Going this way here is quicker than going up and over. Open up this pod to open the door. Just a one-way door there. Go north. And this is how you turn the boss into the boss. You just gotta whack him in the head a bunch of times. And this is why I grabbed that shield, because this boss throws little fireballs a lot at you. Makes the boss fight much easier. It's still doable without the red shield. And that's it. Yeah, when I first played this game a couple times, I had the biggest problem with that boss. But if you can kind of stay above the head a little bit, he's usually pretty easy. And before I start recording this, I moved my Nintendo Switch a little closer where I'm sitting, so I don't have to worry about that range problem with the controller like I had with my Metroid video. Of course, the nice thing about the Super Nintendo controller on the Switch is you can play almost any game with it that supports it. Like old Nintendo games, games that don't require analog. Even Mortal Kombat 11, I actually play Mortal Kombat 11 with it, which plays on it rather nicely. I have to switch the buttons a little bit for the blocking. But it still plays rather nice. Now, because we got the Titan's Mitt, we're going to talk to the frog here. And the frog is actually the other blacksmith. You have the Titan's Mitt to go in here. If you destroy all these little purple things here, you turn that stump into a cave and grab another piece of heart. Go in here, it's like, oh yay, it's my partner. Go out, go back in. Talk to them. Pay them some money. They will temper your sword. They'll hold on to your sword for a little bit. Which all you gotta do is go into the Dark World and mirror back, and then it's done. But just to make things a little easier, we're going to go in this cave and powder this, whatever this thing is. Statue or whatever. And that will make our magic meter cut down in half. Like the things that use up the magic meter will only use half the magic. And this will help make the rest of the game go a little more smoothly. It's not required, you don't really need to do it, but it definitely helps out. Especially in the ice dungeon. Helps out a lot in the ice dungeon. Like I use a magic here. Doesn't use nearly as much. So yeah, when you get the flame rod, that definitely helps out. By the way, that chest there is after you return the blacksmith. Take that chest down to the guy that's sleeping on like the bottom of the map on the light world. He will unlock it, and it's another bottle. So yeah, now we got the tempered sword. Yeah, we don't really need the bottle. 2 bottles is more than enough. If you want the bottle, you can go ahead and grab it. Of course, the other bottle, now you got the flippers. You can swim under the bridge in front of the castle. Oh, actually, I'm going the wrong way. And that'll give you the 4th bottle. Alright, so I don't remember if we need the hammer here. We'll keep the hammer out just in case. We got a tempered sword, so now hitting enemies with a hammer is not quite as needed, not quite needed as much. And I just realized I did not want to go this way. I am so used to going this way because of the randomizers. Ah, dang. I knew that was going to screw me up. Okay, so basically pretend I didn't go that way. Basically what you want to do is you want to walk up here. Go up and around. And go straight for the big key access. These mummies can be a pain. Almost as much of a pain as the hands. So we need the statue to put on the switch, but we got to pull the statue, not push it. So we can hold the door open. Now under this pot here is one of those yellow guys. And we can turn that into a fairy if we want to. Or, actually, we'll do it just to demonstrate. Powder that, turn into a fairy. Yeah. But now we got the big key, just mirror back to the entrance, and we're going to backtrack. Go down this hole. Bomb that wall. We want to hit the star tiles, because that'll trigger, that'll make all this area available. Pull the switch. And there's a fire rod. Fire rod is a very powerful magic item. Comes in very, very handy. We don't need that chest. Yeah, just backtrack the way we came. We're gonna go back up and over. Grab the key here. And we need the fire rod to expose the main entrance. Kind of a weird dungeon because you kind of go in and out of different areas. So yeah, we're just going to go straight up. Try that again. Grab a heart there just in case. Kill these guys with one shot with the flame rod. Ooh, locked out. Lucked out and got some more magic, so that's handy. That's a good reason why I grabbed the magic, the cut in half thing. Get the fairy there, get a little more health. Flame rod this guy to get the key if you need it. Open that door. Watch out for the hands here. Because if you were falling down there and the hands come as you're falling, it'll actually pick you up. It's really freaking annoying. Oh. Spikes are kind of annoying. But that's not too bad. Pretty quick kill with the tempered sword and plenty of magic for your fire rod. And we're making really good time on this. Of course, she's got to explain everything that we already know. But basically, every time you grab one of the crystals and the maiden inside the crystal, it gives you a little bit more of the backstory. If you say you don't understand, she'll give you the whole backstory all over again. Okay, so now we can do the dungeons, the rest of the dungeons, pretty much in any order we want, with the exception of the 7th one. So we're gonna do this one here. Go to our map. I believe this is number 6. We're going to do number 6, number 5, and that'll give us access to get the golden sword and the silver arrows. Then we'll do number 2 and number 7. You can do 6 and 5, you can do 5 and 6, it doesn't matter. So this is where you need the ether medallion. And this will give you access to the entrance so you can actually do the dungeon. Now normally you need the hook shot from the 2nd dungeon to get past the first room. But as long as you got the Pegasus boots, you can actually get past it just fine. Like you start running, face the block, hold right, and just bounce across it. Keep my boomerang handy. These guys can be a little annoying, but they're not too bad. Alright, so now we're going to go down here, go to the north. Watch out for these fire snakes. I don't know what the official name is. Go to this room, go into the skull pot, grab 1 key, and we're going to take some damage, flip the switch, and grab another key. So we got 2 keys. Backtrack a little bit. Go down. Also, only the head of the fire snakes will do damage to you, not the tail. So use our first key there. And we'll go ahead and powder this guy, get a little bit of our health back. We're going to hit that thing, get another key right here. And we can just go directly south. Kind of around the corner. If we need magic, we can grab magic there. If you don't need it, feel free to skip it. Now here's a cool little trick. We're going to push the blocks, but as the blocks are moving, you can actually throw a fire spell through it. Just like that. Makes things go a little quicker there. So flip all 4 of those on fire at once, because if you don't do them in time, they'll actually wear out. So you got to flip them on fire again. So that extends the wall so you can fall down right where this chest is. And we got the big key right away. Take this portal. I'll go down and over. And if you need more health, you can powder that fairy. Gonna backtrack a little bit. And instead, take this door on the right. And we can powder for a fairy here if we need it. Now here you want to sprint. Like I said, you want to sprint. Alright, so we got the red cane. That lets us make blocks. We got a key left, so we're just going to go north. Just dash, you can just take that guy out right away. If you need magic, you can go over to the left and grab that pot. And that'll give you a full magic meter, but we're actually fine. We don't really need any. Alright, this is what you need the red cane for. The red cane will make blocks. Try that again. The red cane will make a block. Oh, come on. I am screwing that up. There we go. Red cane will make a block on top of the switch to hold the door open. Alrighty. Alright. Quick dash down there. Ooh, did good there. Now you got to flip this switch up here. You can either use the block and turn it into a projectile, or you can use the red boomerang if you got it. That'll expose this area right here. Lots and lots of anti-fairies here. So definitely no shortage of fairies. Flip that orb. Give you access over here. Give me another fairy. And into the boss. Careful not to touch the slimy water, because it will do damage to you. Fun little trick is if you're playing a randomizer and you got the silver arrows already and you're fighting this boss, the silver arrows will take out the eyeballs with one hit. Yeah, you can actually get a little closer and take these things out a lot quicker than I am. Ooh, yeah, they do a lot of damage to you. Normally in a regular run you'll have the blue armor to take less damage. There we go. We're going to switch to our bows and arrows. And just spam a bunch of arrows at them. There we go. I think we're making pretty good time. I don't have a timer going. I won't know what the time is until after I beat it. But definitely making good time in the game. We'll definitely beat the game in under 3 hours. Okay, we're going to go back to the light world. going to use the flute to get to the ice dungeon. This is spot number 8. And that'll expose another gate. Get our fire rod ready. Also, if you got the Bombos medallion, you can kill these things with a Bombos medallion as well. And these little ice tiles are a little hard to navigate, but if you kind of swing your sword a little bit, kind of help you navigate them a little bit. So this dungeon is a lot quicker than you think it is. But there's a bomb skip involved in doing so. Now, if you can't get the bomb skip down, the advantage of doing the 6th dungeon before the 5th is it gives you access to the red cane. Let's see, actually we don't really need to take these guys out, we just gotta flip that. Go north, get some bombs ready. Hit that, get a bomb ready. Oh man, those, oh, they can be annoying. There we go, throw another bomb. Now these little skeletons that come down right here, they're actually really easy to kill. Just stun them, hit them with a bomb. Stun them, hit them with a bomb. I do want the bombs just in case for safety. I'll explain that here in just a second. Oh, 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 this guy will give me a key. There we go. Alright, we'll hit that. Alright, so the trick is here. We want those up. I'm going to do the bomb skip. Wait for that to get out of the way. Throw a bomb. Throw out the sword. Move just a little bit. And basically we bounce over that. And that'll give us quick access to the boss where we do not need the big key. And we can skip pretty much half the dungeon. And again, if you don't quite have that down, you can do most of the dungeon and use the red cane to gain access to the boss a little bit faster without having to like loop through it to gain access. Now I'm going to kind of hit the sword a bunch of times to kind of control myself a little better on the ice. I'm just going to fall through here. Now normally to get access through here you have to kind of loop around. Oh, I was kind of messing around there. We'll fire rod him. Oh, crap. Oh, I screwed myself. Oh, I gotta do it all over again because I ran out of fairies. That's alright. I can show you guys the bomb skip again. I was trying to show stuff. Oh, actually, I don't need to do all that. The door's already open. Alright, so we'll try that again. Go downstairs. Flip the tile. In this room, we just go down, then just right back up. Oh, meant to take him out. There we go. And just for safety, we are going to powder. Try it again. We are going to powder this guy. There we go. That'll avoid that problem. Alright, get our bombs ready. Of course, he electrifies as I'm swinging the sword. I don't want to go all the way back down there just to get a heart. That's alright. I got plenty of bombs. Try not to hit the spikes this time. Pull out the bombs. Alright, face the left. Back up a little bit. Kind of hang yourself off the tiles. Wait for that to go through. Throw a bomb. Go down just a little bit. Perfect. You kind of want like those little teeth that are kind of hanging off the edge there. You kind of want just enough of those tiles to show. And that'll give us quick access to the boss. Go straight to the left. Swing your sword out on the ice tiles. Just kind of dash down. That'll let you go through the stairs a little easier. Just fall straight down. You don't really need the chest. I mean, you can grab the big key and grab the chest. It'll give you some armor. Push that tile there. Don't get hit by that thing. And there we are. Direct access to the boss. So as long as you don't die like an idiot like I did, you can complete this dungeon in like 3 minutes. Okay, get our fire rod ready. Hit 8 shots. Get your sword ready. Swing at him. And spam him with fire. Yeah, that was a good boss kill. Yeah, that worked out really good. So now we only got 2 dungeons left. We got the Water Palace and we got Turtle Rock. I always thought it was kind of weird that in the original Legend of Zelda on NES, Turtle Rock is in the light world, but in this one, Turtle Rock is in the dark world. And Turtle Rock is really nothing special in the NES version. It just has like a little cave you go in to grab a heart container. And they call it Turtle Rock in the original because it's kind of shaped like a turtle shell. Okay. So go back to our regular light world. The headset's making my head itch. Speaking of turtle, I'm using a Turtle Beach headset. It's alright. Not too bad. Alright, go to number 4. Go down here a little bit. And you want to make sure you have, I think you need 100 rupees for this. Yeah, I think I've mentioned before in the past that I'm not really a fan of headsets. I rarely use headsets. I only really use them for the microphone, like when I'm playing on Xbox Live with friends or like when I'm recording this video. But when I'm playing normally, I just use like a surround sound system, or like right now I'm using my Vizio soundbar with rear speakers. So we got access to the Super Bomb, and that'll gain us access to the pyramid. Now we don't want to fall off the edge because that'll leave the bomb behind. So we're just going to go directly north up here. And because we beat Aghanim, that'll actually give us access to a hidden Dark World portal that's now here. I never knew about this until recently, actually. We beat Aghanim, There's a hidden portal right in this entryway, right there. Okay, put the bomb in front of this crack in the wall, do a little sprint, and just wait for the timer. It's a big bomb. His name is Andy. Like if you get the reference. Okay, so first we're going to throw the arrows, and that'll turn them into the silver arrows, which are needed to beat Ganon. I think there's a way to beat him without the silver arrows, but I don't know how. I've heard of it being done. Don't know if it's really true or not, but I'm just assuming. And next, throw the sword. Then I'll turn it into the golden sword. Most powerful sword in the game. Okay, mirror back to the light world. Go ahead and use the ocarina. Go back to the house, which is just right below us, but that helps shave off a couple seconds. Go back to this portal. And if you're following this as kind of like a speedrun tutorial, definitely do like a normal playthrough just to kind of refamiliarize yourself with the game. And then do the tutorial, and then that way you'll kind of, your memory will retain it a little better. So now we're at the entrance. We got to go back to the light world, into the water facility, whatever it's called. I think those are bombs, but we don't need them. Oop, I actually... We're going to try that again. I actually want that fairy. Just so I don't have to grab it later. Probably wasting a minute doing it this way, but that's okay, I don't care. I already died once in the water palace, or in the ice palace. Boo! Third time's a charm. I like how my little player 1 icon in the corner, where I have Samus as my icon, when I'm playing with a Super Nintendo controller, it'll actually show a Super Nintendo controller icon up there. There we go. Got the fairy. It's in my second bottle. Pull the switch. That'll release the water. And you actually see the water a little more shallow. And you go to the dark world. That triggers the same thing in the dark world. Kind of a cool little thing there. And that gives you a river here so you can swim across and make it up here. Which, of course, you need the flippers in order to do anything in this dungeon. So don't forget those flippers from the Zora's Waterfall. Go straight down. Grab the bottom pot, grab the key, into the door, dash straight ahead. Oh, wrong way. I'm going to go off that ladder, go directly north, and this pot here gives us a key. Get our hammer ready. Flip the switch, triggers another river. And we're in kind of a little sewer right here. We're going to go down, bottom left. There's a key over here, and then we're going to backtrack. And we're going to backtrack and kind of circle back around. Fire snakes being a little annoying. Okay. Sword has just enough distance to hit that. Trigger another river. Now after you trigger the river, hit that again. Oh, we don't want to do it there. There we go. Want to hit that again. We want to go the long way. The reason being is because if you don't do that, it cuts off access up here a little bit and you got to backtrack. Every once in a while I forget and it's a little annoying. Okay, just sprint straight across. Hit the bottom one, push it up. Push this block. We're going to go in this one in the upper right. Fall down. The upper left, I think it's just a map, if I remember correctly. Grab the big key. And now we're going to backtrack. And with the money that you're grabbing now, after you grab like the flippers and all that kind of stuff, if you want to waste away that money to grab some magic potion from the potion lady, you can do that. Just kind of make the game a little easier. You know, instead of having to rely on fairies. And then we use the big key to open the chest, and now we got the hook shot. Use the hook shot to grab the key over here. Hook shot also kind of functions as a boomerang where it brings items back to you. Okay, we're going to push this statue on here. Going in this door. Might as well grab this heart since we need it. Flip the switch to lower the water. Now I think there's actually a shortcut down here. That's like a trick. I don't remember how to do it. I've only seen it done once. But that's okay. Go straight up here, through the waterfall. I think there's some hearts here if you need them. Dash back down. And we want to grab that skull pot to the right. Grab us a key. And swim all the way to the left. If you need a bunch of hearts, you can grab that middle crack in the wall, bomb it, and there's a bunch of hearts there. And then straight up. And this guy here, hook shot, swipe. Hook shot, swipe. If you got a tempered sword or a golden sword, he's really quick to beat. Okay, power my sword up, wait for him to drop down. I think we'll get him in 2 hits. Yep, that's it. One more dungeon to go, and then Ganon's castle, and that's it. End of the game. Of course, gotta deal with slow text. And so we got the silver arrows. Gold sword, but we're still rocking the green armor. Oh. Go to the light world first, then use the ocarina. Okay, now we're going back to Death Mountain. Watch out for flying cabbages. Well, it's supposed to be like an avalanche of boulders, but they almost look like cabbages. I hate cabbage. If you hit those things and stun them and they're in your pathway, you gotta wait for them to unstun. Kind of annoying. So go to this cave just right over here. We don't need to explore the caves or do anything fancy. Just go in, go to the left, go up the stairs. And just right out. And that takes us to the very top. If you need a ferry, there's a ferry right there. Let those things get out of my way. There we go. Now to hit these things with a hammer, you got to do it in a certain order. Start with this one and go counterclockwise. And it'll make like a duh-duh noise when you hit the wrong one. And here's where you need the Quake medallion. Cast Quake, and this will open the entrance to Turtle Rock. Oops. Walked a little too forward too much. So here you need the red cane. Turns into a platform. And here we're going to go to the upper right. I'm going to skip everything else. Not really that important. Open this door. We got to light all 4 of these. So if you go up, light that one, light that one, light that one, and then quickly switch to your hook shot and pull yourself off the platform, bring you back to the door. That's a good way to do it quickly. These guys here, we're going to go up. Well, if you do that right, you can actually go right through them and not take any damage. Alright, so we'll just mirror back to the entrance. Get some more magic if we need it. And don't worry about health too much, because there's lots of anti-fairies. Here we're just going to go up and to the left. And you can actually take those guys out with a fire rod pretty quickly as well. Chain chomps! Love chain chomps. Oops. Yeah, they're doing lots of damage to me. I was trying to do a trick where if you're on the platform as it goes up, you'll be flickering and you'll be immune from damage for a little bit. That's okay. I'm only wearing green armor, so they do a lot of damage to me. But that's okay, we got plenty of fairies around here. Go down to the bottom left of the room. Take these little tunnels here. Kind of loops around. Little extra arrows there. Arrows will be needed. Okay, take this bottom one here. And I believe both my bottles are full of fairies. Oh yeah, we're good. Lots of fairies. Lots of fairies. There's the key. And here's the big key. Now you can either backtrack if you want to, or you can go forward. Backtracking saves a little bit more time, but if you go forward, you can refill your magic if you need it. Time is almost the same. Doesn't save like a whole bunch. But this way is just a little more simple. Now instead of going straight down, we're going to take this other tunnel here. Alright, we got some arrows. Alright, so this chest here contains a mirror shield, and that'll help out a little bit up here. Now, you don't have to grab it if you don't want to. You can go straight over here and go up. I'm actually going to go that way. I was debating on grabbing the mirror shield, but I'm not going to. If you go down to the left, out, and up, you can grab the mirror shield. And you only need the mirror shield for this one part up here. Other than that, it doesn't provide any additional protection. Here, you just boost up, and then boost up again. Got the boomerang. Throw the boomerang. Throw it again to get access to the key. Get a platform, and then switch to your hook shot. Go up. So you can use your hook shot to throw that and kind of get a second of invulnerability there. So that's why you want to keep your hook shot handy. Kind of do that path right there. I don't know how well you saw that. So that mirror shield will actually block the lasers. That's where you need the mirror shield. So you just need the key from that chest there. If you go up a little bit and you time it just right. Oh, I did not time it just right. I am definitely not timing it just right. See, if you got a blue cane or cloak, you can actually go through it. There we go. Got it. Go down and up a little bit. Perfect. That's the only thing you need the mirror shield for. Other than that, you don't even need it. But you can grab it if you want. Alright, grab my powder ready because I only got a couple hearts. Didn't get a fairy. I don't need the money. Oh, might as well use the boomerang. There we go. Got a heart and some magic. Now then we fight the boss here in Turtle Rock. This is where you need the fire rod and the ice rod. So first we're going to have the ice rod, and we're going to attack the red head first. Now notice I switched to the fire rod before he died, because when he's exploding, you cannot hit the start button and go to your menu. So now I'm going to hold the charge. As soon as he comes out, I'm going to hit him with this. Swing my sword rapidly. There you go. When he hits that corner and goes up, that's when his head is no longer vulnerable. As soon as he comes out a little shell, his head is vulnerable when he comes down and over. But once he hits this spot and goes up, you have to hit the center of his body. So if you hit him enough times really, really fast, you can take him out really, really quick. So we got the 7th crystal, which is actually the Princess Zelda. Now it's on to Ganon's tower, and that's it. Ganon's tower is a big tower, but it's actually way quicker than you think it is. It almost looks like the crystals. It almost looks like a really cool polygon effect. But all this is just like sprite and color work. Just an animation. Kind of tricksy though. Okay, so now we just go straight over to the left to Ganon's Tower. Which is in the same location as the third dungeon in the Light World. Oh, the Mirror Shield will actually block those blasts as well. But if you kind of zigzag around them and go through it, you're fine. I think there's a glitch to get access to this tower quickly. I don't know how to do it, but I think it exists. Probably needs to be in the Japanese version of the game. So first we're going to go to the left and take the entrance to the left. Run into this fire fountain there, grab the key. Gonna hammer this guy, hammer the opposite end. You can actually push that out of the way and get a star tile there. We're gonna switch to our hook shot. I don't remember if I need to go north or not. I don't think I need to go this way. I'm used to going this way because of the randomizers. Yeah, the arrows helped. Okay, so you do not need to go this way. So we come in that door to the right there, and we just go straight here, and we just go straight down. We don't need to go north, so do not do what I did there. Go straight down. Use a hook shot to get across. Save your key. Use the boomerang, throw the boomerang, go down, because we want to trip that as we go down. So we get access right here. Throw our red boomerang down, go up a little bit, hit it just right, and there's a key right here, so we want to hit that key. So we still have a key left when we're opening the door. So we stand on this tile, as we flip that, give us invulnerability for just a second, and we go into the teleportation tile. Need a heart, there's a heart here. Of course we can stand on the tail. Use a hook shot to get across. That should give us another key. Go to the one here on the right. I'm almost getting my rights and my lefts mixed up here. Go this one over here on the opposite end. And then this one down here in the corner. And that's it. Just kind of hug the bottom here. Go up just a little bit. You can kind of boost across. There we go. If you hit it by accident, it only shaves off about 5 seconds. Go north. Stand right here. Boost. Turn. If you want to know what which tiles are hidden, they're right there. But you can't hit that from this side, but we know it's right there. You need some fairies. Plenty of stuff to powder. Switch the arrows. Just fall down. And we got these guys again, but they're a lot quicker to beat. Oh. Of course, you're on the ice tiles now, so it's a little trickier. There we go. One silver arrow apiece will take him out. And the big key, I believe it's this one? Nope. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. Now you could use a mirror to go to the entrance if you want to. But if you want to be a little safer, go to the left and go up here. Also, if you go in this room up there, some fairies. Go up the stairs. Now that you got the big key, push this open. And there's the red mail. And that'll cut damage down by a lot. Now, you don't need that, but if you're kind of still trying to get good at the game, you can grab that, and that'll kind of help everything be a little bit safer. Go straight up. We're going to go ahead and powder this fairy just to get it out of the way. And we're going to move this block right here, and that'll open the door. Try and make sure you have your arrow count a little high. Oops, speaking of arrows. Oh, missed. Come on. Those laser things annoy the heck out of me. Alright. Here's where you need the big key for. It's going to kind of go up on the upper side, drop down right here. We're going to hit this. Arrow. Oh, did it a little too soon. And then we can just swipe. Trigger the tile. Trigger that orb. Try and trigger it when the spikes are on the opposite side of the tiles that come up. And there we go. Spin across here. If you need fairies, you can go straight down. Just kind of like do the dashing bounce thing. But we're okay. And you can switch to your fire rod here. Take those guys out a little quicker. Oh, I'm not doing well. There we go. Wasted a little bit of magic. So we'll grab that there. I am sucking today. What is wrong with me? There we go. Yeah, I am sucking today. Alright, if you need a fairy, which I do need a fairy, powder that guy. If you got enough magic, you can fire rod these guys pretty quickly. But also, a silver arrow will take them out in one shot. Fire rod, 2 shots. Ooh, close. There we go, we got him. Alright, go north. One of these will give you some magic. There it is. Switch to arcane, and we'll take out the wizards really fast here. Place a block just right. Use the rod again. Take them out pretty quickly there. Spin across. Do the same thing. Try and do the same thing. I don't quite have that one down yet. I want to save a little bit of magic, though, because we'll need it in a room up here. Yeah, so half the dungeon we actually skipped. We don't really need it. We just went straight for the big key. So, get access to these tiles here. There's a little bit of magic. The lamp will use less magic than the fire rod. In case that's a factor. Want to kind of do it quickly, because as soon as one of those goes out, it'll close the door. So this right here, this will refill your magic. Okay, we're going to go up here. Now we got to light the fire lamps really fast. Go to the left, go to the right, and then up the center, and then the sides. That's it. Pretty simple. One of these guys will have the key. We already have a key. And this way we have one reserved. Throw a bomb. Oop, threw a little too far. There we go. Kind of dodge around those guys. That center one is a key. We don't really need it because we got another one. Just go straight down. Plenty of stuff to get fairies from. Get our hook shot ready. Take this guy and pretty much take him out in pretty much 2 hits. Okay, throw a hook shot. Oh, did it a second too soon. That's just a ruby. Push this and then hook shot while it's moving. Shave off half a second there. Hit this guy with a hook shot, stand in the center, and then just boost up. Skip all that crap. Go all the way to the left. And there we are. End of the castle. Just like that. Fight Aghanim again. He splits off into 3. Here, if you do it right, you can actually hit him more. There we go. I can stand just right. So far, so good. Not a bad fight. Oh, perfect. Yes! That was a great, great fight. So when you fight Ganon, because you're going to follow him here, you do need some magic to light the lamps. So if magic is a problem, you may want to use one of your bottles for either a blue potion or a green potion to refill your magic. But I think I'm going to be okay. Got 2 fairies. Got the red mail. We're just going to go straight down for the fight. If you drop down, you can actually get a hit on him right away. So those 2 lamps right there, eventually they will go out and you have to relight them so you can see where Ganon is at. Get him as much as we can. Use a hook shot. Hook shot again. Hook shot to kind of give a second of invulnerability there. So anyway, when the first lamp goes out, the first one will go out will be the one on the left. If you could relight it before the second one on the right goes out, you will glitch the second lamp. So you only have to keep 1 lamp lit. Now you do not want to fall off the edge because then you have to go down in the bottom story and you got to do the whole bullshit all over again. Okay. Oh, didn't pull it off. That's okay. Okay, hit him. Switch to silver arrows. Fire a couple of them. Sometimes you can get 2 off. Yes, I did. Oh, come on. Oh. Not doing too well. There we go. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. That's the whole game. Go up here. There is the Triforce. All 3 pieces. Didn't make too bad a time. Of course, if I didn't die in the Ice Palace, I probably would have shaved off another 3 or 4 minutes. Noob mistake on my part. This one kind of gives you a little more of the backstory. Basically, when Ganon grabbed the Triforce and used its power, because he had an evil heart, it granted him an evil wish. So because Link has a good heart, it'll grant a good wish and make everything all better. Apparently his wish isn't strong enough because you keep having to beat Ganon over and over again in all the games. Yep, still cloudy outside. I was hoping for a nice sunny bike ride. That's my wish for the grabbing the Triforce. And time. That's it. That is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Super Nintendo game. Also re-released on Nintendo Switch, Wii U. I think also the 3DS. But yeah, that's the whole game. I mean, I sped through it pretty good and skipped a lot of the game. Skipped a lot of the pieces of heart and the heart containers and the blue mail and one of the medallions, 2 of the bottles, the mirror shield. But yeah, probably the best Legend of Zelda game. I think my favorite's still the original NES one, but I think this one, from a critical standpoint, is the best. This is the ending, kind of goes through all the little credits and stuff. But yeah, click that like button, subscribe if you like what you saw. Let me know what you think down below. If this is your favorite Zelda game, or which one is your favorite. I favor the older ones more than the newer ones. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for coming to my video. If you would like to help my channel grow, please like and subscribe. And please click on this little bell icon so you never miss a future video.